Hey there. What?
Just a wild place to start.
I mean, I feel like the last 2 weeks I've forgotten to even say the intro, so
All right, good intro. That
we're
was
starting
good.
at a good. But this is better. I'm easing into it. You know?
Are you? Are we easing
We're
into the
easing
intro?
into it.
Dude, it looks like you have the sun next to you now. That's crazy.
Do you want me to move it?
No, it's too late now. I gotta like reframe this whole thing. Hang on. You're gonna have to move. Yep. Probably like Albuquerque, I want to say.
Oh my god. Sorry, my eye is itchy.
It's itchy, huh?
Yeah, I was like digging in my eyeball because like every time I put on makeup, like the inner corner of my eye gets itchy. But then some people get really like weird watching people touch their eyeballs. It doesn't bother me, but some people get really grossed out. So, hi, and welcome back to Mindless Prattle. This is the podcast where we talk to you about anything and everything that happens to come across our minds and outside of it. This is Ripley, that is Jordan, and we're back to talk to you about stuff and things. What is this, episode 158?
It is 158.
Yeah, I got one.
Is that like the highlight of your week? I'll be honest. It seems like it.
It was not.
It's questionable.
No, actually, I've been excited to record because I've been wanting to talk to you all week. Did you see the interview with the guy that won a bronze medal in the Olympics and then admitted on live in like international television that he cheated on his girlfriend?
No, what?
Oh my gosh, you could not pay me enough to like admit this on live television. But I'm not quite sure how to say his name, but he's a Norwegian biathlete. He won a bronze medal, and 3 months ago he said he cheated on the love of his life, the most beautiful and kindest person. His name is Sturla Holmlegreid. I don't know how to say the last name. I'm sorry. He's Norwegian.
So he said that interview before
No, after he won, he said this like on TV.
that he cheated on her months ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he said,
why?
I told her a week ago, and it's been the worst week of my life. First of all, you're terrible for doing that. But second of all, why would you tell her the week you're competing in the Olympics?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to have the guilt hanging over you while you're competing.
Okay,
so
but
you got to get it off your chest.
Well, so she broke up with him. So not only have you
Were they married?
cheated, just dating. Not only have you cheated, but then you have to perform in the Olympics, super depressed about getting dumped. So you're probably not going to be playing your sport to the best of your ability. And then also, he only got bronze.
You say only, like third place in a world competition is a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing. It's just like
he only got bronze.
Getting bronze.
Bro, how many medals do you have? Let's look around and count. Hold on.
I mean, not Olympic ones.
Yeah, none. None is the answer. Any sporting competition.
I have medals from theater and I have trophies from dance.
So none from any sporting competitions. Okay, thank
But
you.
no,
So,
I'm just saying, like I feel like no, not even a gold
like
medalist.
what?
I feel like should just keep it to yourself, dude. Like,
I don't know why you're so involved. Like, why did it negate the fact that he won the bronze medal? Like, he won the bronze medal. He did well at that. It was a good job for him. Also did a stupid thing in his personal life regarding the cheating and stuff. But those two are separate facts. The only thing relating them is that he admitted it in an interview. But I don't see where you're drawing the connection of like, oh, yes, he cheated on her, and so he only got bronze.
well, to me, the only reason it seems like he brought it up almost to kind of like pressure her, like, hey, I won the Olympics. Do you forgive me yet? You know?
I don't know. You haven't told me that part. You're just spouting conjecture at this point. Is that what he said? Did he come off that way? Did you watch the interview, or are you just reading an article?
I watched part of it.
What do you mean part of it? That's not research at all.
He said, I had a gold medal in life, and there's probably a lot of people out there who look at me differently now, but I only have eyes for her. Sports has taken a bit of a backseat these past couple of days. Yeah, I wish I could share this with her. He brought up the topic by saying he wanted to share his win with someone who might not be watching today. Wait.
Okay. So
They have only known each other for 6 months. Hold on, I didn't know that detail before this.
Your research skills need more work. Okay, I'm just putting that out there. Just like a little more work from that. Okay.
Someone on Twitter apparently said, "Call me old-fashioned, but I don't think telling the world you cheated on your girlfriend right after you win an Olympic medal is the best idea." Yeah, you should have just like ran with that high, enjoyed your win, let the world love you, and move on.
Also, it's not like he was some like international star or anything, right? Like before this,
I don't think so.
like was the world following like his personal life to the point where anyone would have cared? Like it seems like he's just sad about it, that's the whole thing. So
they said he's a biathlete. What's a biathlete?
it means two.
Yeah, but
he does two things.
I know triathletes. Like, are those 3 competition?
I don't know. Maybe it's running and swimming. I don't know. Biking and hiking. I don't know. I'm not a biathlete. How do I know?
I go to look up biathlete meaning, and the first suggested thing is biathlete cheating.
Brad knows you.
A competitor in a Nordic skiing event that combines cross-country skiing and rifle shooting.
See?
I would not have guessed those two
I
things.
didn't know that that's what it was called. I've seen the sport before. It's entertaining to watch, actually. Very difficult, but entertaining to watch.
Yeah, it sounds really difficult. I mean, good for him on the medal, but
now you got a good medal. Before we hated you, but now good job with bronze.
I don't care about the Olympics at all. I understand why people like going there and doing it and like why it's such a big achievement, but I just don't care about it.
What? Our world's top athletes competing against each other, and you're like, oh, good for you. You got a shiny coin. Meanwhile, you're over here sitting down at home, staring at the screen, going, oh, my God, his accented Bridgertons. Whoa. Like, what do you mean? They got fake people in a fake show with fake everything, and you're like, oh, my gosh, I have to wait weeks for it. Oh, it's so upsetting. Meanwhile, there's athletes competing at the thing that they're, like their achievement in life. Like, that's if someone walked up to you and went, yeah, I've seen books, but I don't give a shit about authors. And then just walked away. And then just walked away. It was like, yeah, I know that books exist, and I know that you like work hard for them, but I just think they're paper with ink on them.
Okay, so I get you're trying to prove a point, but
crazy.
I do think that I wish people would just like stop caring so much about authors. Like, care about books, supporting the authors and stuff, but man, people cancel authors, and it seems like with
What are you talking about?
Just let me get into the topic. Okay, so it seems like teenagers on the internet, like on TikTok and stuff, or even just like young adults, they get into reading and they care a lot about the authors. And in some cases, it's understandable, right? Like J.K. Rowling has some very like divisive views that like a lot of people don't want to read her writing at all. And I understand that. But then there's some people who on TikTok are like, you can't read this author because she said something like mildly stupid online 5 years ago, or you can't read this author because her husband is Jewish, or things like that. And it's like,
does that gravely impact the number of readers that author has, though?
No.
It hasn't impacted the Harry Potter fandom, I feel like, at all. So I don't know. I don't know where you're going with this whole they cancel authors thing. I think people who try to do half research and find that an author they may have liked and may have wanted to follow has said something they don't agree with, and so they're like, I won't read more of your books, but they've already read a few. Yeah. They've already read that first one.
That's true.
They've already supported the author in some way. And even if you speak out against it, like if you saw someone post a TikTok that said this book is terrible because the author said this, this, and this, but the book is really good, would you still be tempted to read the book?
Yeah.
See? So it doesn't equate what you're telling me right now.
I also think it's interesting though, because when I've tried to engage people online in these conversations, because I genuinely
only goes well.
No, I genuinely want to have a discussion sometimes, like not get into an
argument. On the internet, you mean?
But
oh, okay.
Like these people, I asked somebody is like, well, what do you expect people to do? Because they said if I see any of these authors on your bookshelf, like, I won't follow you, I'll unfollow you. And I was like, so are we just meant to burn our books? Like, throw away books that we have spent a lot of money on because this author said something stupid on a corner of the internet we've never even been on, you know?
I don't know why you put any effort at all into responding to people that only have hate in their life. That's crazy to me. They've chosen that path. They can live it by themselves.
Because this is the
Spout about
community
it
I need
online.
to build into to get
The
people
hateful
to read my
people?
books.
That's crazy. How about you find someone that supports authors and be like, yeah, this one sucks, but I like the book, and
Yeah.
here's the review of the book. Not, oh, I'm going to burn my books because she said something I don't agree with once.
I just
I
think
see
it's-
two different types of people here. You started talking while I was still going. That was on you.
Yeah, but you interrupted me first when I was still talking.
If you want to go back through, look, there's 157 examples of this, okay? Go back through, edit, take the fresh, raw videos, right, and the audios, and put them on top of each other, line them up, and just see in the history of the show how many times your audio starts before mine ends. Just see, because I will bet you everything that I own that it's a lot more than the other way around.
Anti-intellectualist of certain people to say, like, you can't read this because of this person. Like, people literally read Adolf Hitler's books, you know? Like, I know it's a little different because he can't, like, profit off of his books now, but, like, at the same time, I feel like the whole point of books is to expand our viewpoint, and I don't believe in censorship of any kind.
You mean you're not paying in to the Adolf Hitler Trust Fund? Is that not where your checks are going?
Hitler doesn't have, like, surviving relatives, right? Like,
I think he does.
I've never looked it up. I know Abraham Lincoln has a lot of them, and so does, like...
Gonna compare the two of them? What?
I don't know.
All right. Are there any... there are 5 men are still alive today that are the last living descendants of Adolf Hitler. Okay.
Hi.
One's an engineer, a social worker, landscapers, and one just lives in Austria. Why does the 5th one not have a job? What are you doing, Psycho?
You know what's
Go that way.
interesting?
Go on.
Lincoln has 0 living direct descendants. The direct family line became extinct on Christmas sorry, December 24th. I was trying to say Christmas Eve and December 24th together, and I got messed up. 1985, with the death of Robert Todd Lincoln Beckwith, the president's great-grandson. While he had 4 sons, only one lived to adulthood and had children. Damn. He had a great uncle named Mordecai Lincoln. What a great name. That's like a fantasy name, you know? Like, that's main character of a book name. Other than that, I haven't gone out and done as much as the previous week. What's that face for?
I was still just reading about Hitler's spawns. They're all like nieces, like step nieces and step nephews and things like that. But all 5 of the still alive descendants are over the age of 60 and have no children, and have said that they will not they probably won't have children of their own. So it looks like his bloodline is possibly dying out as well.
I mean, I can't imagine what it's like living with the last name Hitler. Like, people are pretty fucking cruel.
I mean, I don't know that they have the name. They don't. They,
Oh, okay.
if you want the names, it's Peter Rabel, Heiner Hockinger, Alexander and Luis, and Brian Stewart Houston. So none of them have the name at all. Like, it just so.
I mean, maybe they're just their names being easily searchable. I'd probably have pretty complicated feelings if I were descended from somebody like that, you know?
Complicated feelings. The rest of the world would have complicated feelings. You'd have influenced feelings.
You know what? Honestly, I'd be online milking that shit. I'd be like, I am the great great granddaughter of Hitler. Ask me anything. Influencer deals, here I come.
Bro, what?
That's I feel like what most people in this generation would do. They'd have like their own Q&A on like TikTok or something and make money based off of being
Just,
related to Hitler.
just circling back to your other point, though, it's been proven that you get more views by having decisive or contradictory points than agreeing with someone. So that someone going on TikTok and saying, "Oh, I hate this author because of some minor detail, and you should burn all their books, and I won't follow you," and this and that, it's gonna get more engagement than if someone goes on there and be like, "Guys, you need to understand this, that, and the other, blah blah blah. It's okay. We're gonna move on. We'll be happy family together." So I understand why you're seeing them, and to the researcher's point, you are engaging with them, as
That's
I
true.
found out. So you're perpetuating the thing that you're telling me you don't like. If you don't like it, just stop interacting with it. It's
That's true.
crazy.
I typically don't watch the ones that are like really extreme. Like, I'm sorry. We'll be recording episodes and the cat gets so distracting to me because why did we pick two of the weirdest cats in the state?
Bro, every cat's weird. This one's staring at a spoon. That one's licking some cardboard.
Like
Same.
my favorite is when they're just like staring straight at the wall. And not because something's wrong with them. They're medically fine. They just be looking at walls.
Right. You stay engaged and focused all the time.
But it's like they're watching the wall, Like they'll
And
be
you
looking
think,
at it.
from my perspective, you're just studying the bumps on the wall when you dissociate, or like looks the same. Just saying.
It's crazy how much cats are like me. What?
Yes. I believe that you were around before cats. So
I was probably a cat in one of my past lives.
I thought you were just method acting for the future.
If you had to be reborn, would you want to be a human again, or would you want to be like a different animal?
What animal? What animal
Anyone.
would you
That's what I'm
pick?
saying. Like you get to pick. Like
You get to pick which animal?
yeah. Is there an animal you're like, hell no, I would never want to be that? Because I don't think I'd want to be like an earthworm.
I don't think I'd want to be a lot of things. Like there are a great many number of animals and insects that I'd be like, no thanks. Fruit flies,
Oh, yeah.
mosquitoes,
Yeah, I hate mosquitoes.
most ants, pretty much all ants actually.
Wouldn't it be kind of fun to be like one of those ants that like eats people?
Come again?
Are you offering?
What?
Have you not?
One
Ever
of
seen
the
those?
ants that eats people. I think there aren't very many species of ants that eat meat.
Yeah, it's like in South America, I think. Let me find it. I remember watching like videos about them. They're called army ants. They move in vast swarms to hunt insects and small animals, though they rarely kill human. They include the highly venomous bullet ant. Yeah, I remember watching it on. It was like a special on TV because they say they typically don't attack people, but this like really small rural village was having an issue where they were like literally carrying off their babies and shit like that. And like they had all these precautions in place, but it's not something you're typically going to run into.
Yeah. Also, I stand corrected. There are approximately 22,000 species of ants. Of that, it's estimated that 13,000 of them eat plants and meat, which means over half of them will eat meat, which makes sense. I don't know that a lot of them are going for humans, but
Sometimes I think back to like worries I've had and I'm like, I should have known I had OCD sooner. But one of those is because of spiders and ants, right? There was like one day I remember having a specific panic attack about spiders and ants because like, what if, we keep killing them all the time because we think they're so scary that they just keep getting bigger and bigger and like evolving to be bigger and bigger because they don't want to get smashed by humans anymore and they got to like, take back over. And instead of just having small ones, you just have like really big spiders and ants, like those movies.
At what point do you think spiders and ants were in charge? 'Cause you said take back over. So like at what point were they in charge? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I feel like they don't know that they could be in charge right now, you know?
I don't think they could.
If ants could like unionize, I think they could take over the planet. Like there's so many ants.
Yeah, but they have so many civil wars that like it doesn't matter. 22,000 species. They're all trying to eat and kill the same things. I mean, they will make it.
Yeah, but if they got rid of humans together, they would have a lot more things to consume.
Like what?
Like all the animals and plants that people are destroying.
So you're saying that if all the humans died out, the next contender would be ants to take over. Not like primates. I'd even give you like dolphins and whales should probably be up there.
You know what? If dolphins could also go on land, I think that they would be a strong contender to take over the world. Like,
yeah, not to mention like most ants can't swim. So, like, but in your mind, they're number 2, just right underneath us.
Even talking about them makes me itchy. Because when I was a kid, I think I've told you when I was a kid, I was like 4 or 5. I sat in a fire ant hill.
I mean, I've heard the story numerous times. Yes.
Yeah, but now every time I talk about ants or think about
which also I don't feel is an uncommon. I interrupted you there. I'll take that one.
No, you're good.
I don't feel is an
like
uncommon thing for kids to do is sit in fire ant hills because I mean they're
Kids are
outside. You
stupid.
sit down. Yeah, ants.
I mean, I should where I grew up, they were noticeable. Okay, they were like big piles.
One of the most, if not the most, vivid nightmare I've had. Right?
Yeah.
Not ant hills, but it involves ants.
Yeah.
Right? And I remember I felt like I woke up. I thought I woke up, and then I was itchy, and I looked down. And the ants had created a colony out of me, mostly like in my stomach, right?
I hate body horror.
They were coming out of my belly button,
Mm-hmm.
and then I saw them all, and I was trying to scratch them, and they just kept flooding out because their colony was under attack, you know. And then I woke up for real, and I looked down, and I guess I had been scratching my belly button in my sleep. And boy, it was red, and I was like, "Huh, I'm gonna go take a walk." Like I took a shower, and I was like, "I don't feel right
Yeah.
now. I feel like there's ants inside me."
Makes you feel grimy. Almost.
I was like, "Ooh."
That's how I used to feel when scorpions like would pop.
They
up.
were inside you too.
No, God, no. I was thinking about it the other day. I've been stung by a wasp once, and getting stung by a bark scorpion was about the same level of pain as a wasp sting for me.
I could see that.
Everybody
think
always
there's
says
more-
they're super painful and like
I think there's more toxins in a scorpion sting than in a wasp.
the scorpion sting pain lasted a lot longer than the wasp did. But the wasp,
Probably the toxin.
my grandpa like made the wasp sting stop hurting very quickly with chewing tobacco. So apparently it pulls that shit out.
Chewing tobacco?
Yeah, like he
No
chewed it
idea.
up and put it on it, and then it.
I-
Something about the
I
nicotine
figured
caused
that
it
part
out.
out on my own. I was just
Which I've seen people do stuff like that in movies and stuff. I think it used to be like a what's it called? Homeopathic medicine. There was something I wanted to say, but I can't remember what anymore. We always be talking about many random things.
I feel like we've been right on track with this one.
Although I guess that's what the whole podcast is about, really. Mindlessly prattling our hearts out.
That was a gross name drop. Ew.
Why?
Gross.
Not as gross as you.
Ooh, got me.
I'm rubber, you're glue. Why did kids used to think that was like the best comeback on the planet?
Yeah, dude, I saw a video today about rubber. That did make a lot of sense. So,
It's fine. Go on.
so do you know that raw rubber is just kind of useless?
Like
Like,
like the rubber tree rubber, or is it?
yeah, just raw rubber. It's kind of useless for a few reasons. One, like it melts and burns super easy. If it gets like too cold, it becomes rock hard, so you can't really use it at all, right?
Yeah.
And it's like much more unstable. But also, if you just leave it out, it just starts to rot.
I mean, it is
And
natural.
yeah, it starts to rot. And apparently, as YouTube told me, the smell is just so terrible that at one point there was a rubber factory who I guess had experienced, this was way back in the rubber days, who had experienced like a very hot summer, like way hotter than typical. And he opened the factory owner got there one day and saw that there was this horrendous smell coming from his factory, and all of the rubber had melted and like half fused with all the things, right? Because it melted and burned into it. So it was so bad that he had to have all of his workers, instead of trying to like clean it or process it, they just took it and they buried it out back because they're like, we don't know what to do with this. They buried it, and then they had to hire. I think they hired some guy who had a different factory or a different something. I couldn't really hear the details because they ended like this video and they was playing a bunch of ads and stuff. But
I hate when they do that.
they basically hired someone and said, we'll give you whatever you want if you can find a way to make this like stable. And I think that was the beginning of a nice relationship or something. I don't know. I didn't see the end.
What is added to rubber to make like tires and stuff? Like
Tires? Probably a bunch of different fucking chemicals. Like, there's no way that it's just regular. Like, regular rubber by itself is white. And, like, when it... What was that face for?
I didn't know that.
All of a sudden you're racist? Or what?
No, I just have never seen that.
Yeah, You what? There's it's white. It comes out.
That's what
they
she
peel
said.
the tree. It comes out. And it's white. They drip in the little
Mhm.
bucket, and it's a ball, white rubber. You've seen it. There's no way you haven't seen it.
Yes, sounds familiar.
Look up like rubber tree like harvest later, and just a video, and watch it. It'll be way safer than your last Google. Okay?
I don't know. It sounds kind of dubious.
Like,
oh my gosh, I was on TikTok earlier watching this video this lady posted about words she learned to say incorrectly.
words.
No, just like words she learned to say incorrectly because she learned them through reading, right? And so, she goes, laughter. And then she like shows it. She goes, oh, tell me how you pronounce it. And then she pronounces it the way she thought it was supposed to be said. So she goes, laughter, right? And then up pops the next word, slaughter. Then she goes, slafter. And then that goes daughter. And she goes, dafter. I was ready to cry. I was like, I know I've mispronounced some words in my time, but oh my God. Some of them were so simple.
I mean, simple for us, but I mean, they're all spelled the same. And in
That's
most
true.
other languages, they sound the same if they look the same.
No, English is her first language.
Oh.
Yeah, but I get it still. Like, everybody's got different opportunities, but I was like crying.
It reminds me of this video, a similar thing I watched where I think it was two people on a podcast. I didn't see the name of the podcast, but they were talking, and one of them goes, you know how you spell it out? It's Dulce, right? It's dulce de leche, right? Mm-hmm. And she goes, listen to this girl who's never heard the word Spanish or anything in Spanish. And it cuts over to this girl who goes, guys, I just discovered this great recipe. You're never going to believe it. It's so good. And she pulls up. She goes, look at this. I made douche de louche.
That sounds like Sims trying to make up a word.
Do you? We need to watch it after this. I was dying, dude. It's so good.
I saved another video to share with you earlier when I was in the
Oh, shit.
bathroom. I was like, I gotta show Jordan this later.
All right. Well, we'll do that after this. We are out of time for this week. Take us out of
This
here
week.
and get us going.
Well, this has been an episode of the Mindless Rubber Factory. We hope you liked what you heard. Make sure you like, follow, leave a comment, whatever you want to do. I'm not in charge of you. We hope you have a great day. That thing is Jordan. This thing is Ripley. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.